From a basic movement with hours, minutes and seconds comes the date, from the 1st to the 31st. At the end of a month with 31 days, the date changes automatically from the 31st to the 1st. But if the month has 30 days, you have to adjust the date by hand. This led to the Perpetual Calendar, which takes into account months with 30 days, 31 days, plus February with its 28 or 29 days. For a watchmaker, the specificity and interest in working on a perpetual calendar are, of course, its complexity, having to control the force in every spring and lever, and fine-tuning each function so that it all falls into place at exactly the right moment. You have to imagine that assembling a perpetual calendar mechanism like this one takes around 10 days. Generally speaking, watchmakers who work on perpetual calendars have worked their way up from simple calendars and annual calendars. The perpetual calendar is a culmination of their career. They can then move on to different types of perpetual calendar with hands or with apertures, that is discs. It's about greater and greater complexity. The more discs there are, the more complicated it becomes, because you have to control the friction of each disc under the dial, whatever the watch's position. I'd say the most important quality when assembling a perpetual calendar is patience. Sometimes you think you've finished a job and you come back 15 minutes later to see it all has to be done again. You really need patience. You can finish one piece, then do another in exactly the same way, but it doesn't work. It's one of the mysteries of watchmaking. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. There are instant and semi-instant date changes. With the semi-instant, the discs will start to move at 11:30, but the actual change takes place at 1 in the morning, which means it shows the wrong information from 11:30 until 1 a.m. With an instant perpetual calendar, the date changes on the stroke of midnight. This is one of the major improvements to perpetual calendars over recent years. You'll find the perpetual calendar complication in all the leading brands' collections, because it's a useful complication, unlike others which are just an additional complexity, a pleasure for the eye and for the expert. The perpetual calendar is something everyone can use every day.